Fuck these nihilist cunts.
Yeah, somebody had asked about the, who did the, intro. So it's this RGB anarchy guy. And, yeah, so, this can't post it as a response because it's not a public video, I guess. Just linked or whatever. Anyway, doing one of these camera things, direct uploads. I was just, oh, sorry if there's noise. Sorry, it's in my bad. Anyway, I was just looking at my old videos, just going through some of them and just thinking maybe I'll respond to one of my old videos. But then I said, nah, I didn't like it. They're a little hard to watch, frankly. I looked better, but, I don't know. I said, a lot and other things that were really annoying. Seems a little laggy. Anyway, and so this is just junk video, so I just figured I'd do a direct upload. Well, anyway, some of those were direct uploads, the early ones, and now YouTube broke the sound on those, which is really weird. I mean, they broke their own videos. I can understand when they broke the ones I uploaded because they were in a specific file format that they could fuck up. But now they broke their own direct upload videos, where the sound is all fucked up. So I don't, obviously, I haven't heard this happening to anybody else like this, so it seems like it's kind of personal. They must have my videos on the worst server on earth or something. Anyway, just weird. I just didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to break more videos. So yeah, some more of my old videos are broken now, which sucks. So I probably should retitle them all. Put something in. It's just that to put enough words in the title. It's YouTube broke the audio on this video. Yes, that's too many words. So that really doesn't work. So I have to think about it. But yeah, who wants to go through 1,000 videos or whatever it is? But yeah, I gotta warn people because it really is obnoxious. I can understand why people would hate my guts if they hit one of those videos. It's because, that noise it makes is really annoying. Anyway, but yeah, it's just discouraging just to realize that all those videos are there and they're useless. I guess I should delete them. Either I have an obligation to retitle them or delete them. So I ought to do one or the other. Anyway, so what else did I want to talk about? Thunderfoot. Yeah, he's ending that contest, and I'm kind of pissed off because it's like, yeah, I missed the first round. Just whatever happened. I don't know what happened. But I mean, what he did wrong here? He announced it like 2 months before the first round, or 3 months even. So it's like you're like, oh yeah, I got 3 months, no problem. And then he didn't do, like, he should have done an update video with 2 weeks left. He just said 14 days left or something like that, just so everybody like, oh yeah, I better get to this shit. And yeah, because man, I don't know what videos got entered, but apparently somebody's gonna get $1,000 for doing shit. Because yeah, I don't think the entries were too good. And I think it's, he's a little pissed off or butthurt about it, so he's going to end the contest, which I don't think he should do, just because I don't think, you started, you got to finish it. I mean, you came up with this whole wacky 4 contest idea and all this crap, then you really should have to go through with it. Because now you sort of got my mind on it. You got me thinking about science videos, and now you're taking away the prize, and that kind of sucks. It's kind of bogus, right? And it just seems like, man, he just so he gets this money through donations by making whiny videos about how he needs money because he needs to buy airplane parts and do high videos and do this and do that, and then he doesn't even know what to do with the goddamn money. I mean, it's kind of depressing. I mean, I could come up with ideas. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought that was kind of depressing. It's irritating. Yeah, depressing is just on my mind because everybody just seems a little depressed right now. A lot of depressing videos. And then you read the comments, and there's a lot of commenters who are depressed, and everybody just seems really depressed. So, and I'm very depressed, so it just seemed to fit in. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention that I keep forgetting to mention, I did get that 3 million view number thing, and then, in the old days I would have gone to trouble and made some sort of, video production thing, some sort of special video, some little treat video thing, but no. Yeah, so I have no, I just can't be bothered. And I'd like to be bothered, but I just can't be. And I hate that I'm like that, but I just can't, I can't see wasting time on crap that shouldn't matter. Um, this whole entertainment thing, just because I'm getting difficult to entertain, I guess I'm assuming that other people are, you sort of think the world fits into what you're feeling or thinking, and obviously it doesn't. Um, but yeah, I mean, nothing's, doing anything that impresses me. The world isn't impressing me. Um, yeah, I'm just not easily entertained anymore. And so yeah, I just and then yeah, I just don't see any point in it because you can't generate an audience for that stuff anyway. It's too inconsistent with the rest of the video, so it's just sort of like, yeah, you're sort of wasting the effort. But I do have to make more of an effort to do some things. But yeah, like I said, it's just I'm just generally frustrated. Yeah, and I want something. I need to make something happen. I need to do something differently. As in regards to the debate room and just the way I'm making videos, and even looking back at the past, that was kind of depressing too, because 5 years ago I was trying to do the same things. I was trying to get stuff into subjects and have debates with people on those subjects, and it's just I haven't been able to figure out how to do that. The sun's a little annoying. Yeah, it's in the wrong place. Well, I just changed my position. Right? I should really just slide over here, and then I'm out of the sun mostly, for the most part. Anyway, what else? Yeah, so it's 3 million. I appreciate it and all that kind of crap. I guess it's like 1,500 people watching 1,500 videos, or no, 1,000 people watching, 3,000 people watching 3,000 videos each. Yeah, well, anyway, you do the numbers. You get down to like 20 people watching 30,000 videos. It's probably more like it. Anyway, but thank you to those 30 people. What else? Okay, so I guess the depression thing. So yeah, I was gonna make the video earlier more about depression, but the video I made earlier, but then I watched the other video and it pissed me off, so I had to respond to that. So that sort of distracted me. I don't have anything to say anyway. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. I mean, so yeah, somebody even like some old Piro and Snake Plissken this argument about depression and clinical depression and all these distinctions. And, I remember there was something somewhere. Anyway, I remember reading some comments or videos, whatever that came up somewhere, and then there was the pink moon thing about this, like somehow scientists are going to fix depression by sticking an electrode in your head and just zapping some electricity on, and all of a sudden you're not depressed. I think it's a little more complicated than that. As a syndrome. But yeah, the idea that you know things that defeat the aggressiveness of your hunger is partly what it comes down to, right? I mean, it kind of has to do with how capable you are of being stimulated into chasing, into wanting something in particular, into needing, um, whatever, something in the world, from the world, and then so it also, old fans sort of talked about this internal perspective, and that had me thinking about that too, because I mentioned Howard Hughes, and that's sort of like this internalization, like you just kind of internalize your life, and your life is more about your conversation with yourself than it is with a conversation with the world. You almost become, it's a kind of autism, that your brain wants to become autistic. I mean, I almost want to become autistic. My brain's trying to become autistic, and then I just find the world disgusting and stupid and idiotic, But I find me kind of interesting. I mean, I find the stories and the narratives and the crap that goes on in my head, even thinking about physics or some of the, I find that interesting. So I don't mind having internal conversation and exploring, thinking. That's sort of pleasurable and enjoyable. But interacting with the rest of the world is such a drag. They're all such, you know, nerds and assholes and weasels and dweebs and whatever else you want to call them. They're all so superficial and silly and stupid, and it's everywhere. I mean, some guy made some video with his like 5-year-old daughter ragging on Onision, and yes, it was mildly ha ha ha. I mean, I never ha ha'd, but you know what I mean. It's cute, maybe. I mean, you train your little kid to say fuck you or something. Ha ha, 5-year-old saying fuck you or whatever. It wasn't that bad, but it was same vein. And all I could see in it was the exploitation of it. All I could see was just another gimmick. Onision's a gimmick. Now you're fighting a gimmick with a gimmick. You're fighting an exploitanist, an abuser, a user, by abusing and using a 5-year-old girl. So, wow. Don't make much sense, much. Yeah, so that didn't work for me. That's not, it's not right. Yeah, just all the little not right things click, and I say, God, I hate this fucking planet. I just hate being here. I hate it. And, yeah, so anyway, my point on depression is like my whole life I've had to go through these, depression things, and some of them are just very selfish and very emotional and very circumstantial, and this one just seems like it's it's got a nasty element to it. It's just so much more ugh. And I think it's just because of my age, that doesn't help any. I mean, you're kind of looking at the end of your life, trying to clean things up, and try to make something out of this thing desperately if you can. You're just kind of physically, you aren't what you were. You're just, the deterioration is in your face kind of thing, and it's kind of dismal. Yeah, it's awkward to generate. Like I said, you know what you have to do. You just have to like somehow get yourself back into the game a little bit. Turn off the things that are turning you off. Not avert your eyes or whatever, and try to gain some focus and get caught up in the narrow objective. Set a goal, make them realistically attainable. Build up a little confidence at accomplishing things by setting those lower goals. I mean, all these little mechanisms you can use to just get you back into the struggle of it all. But the other element is that sometimes these depressions just corrode how you feel so much that you feel so lousy. It's just so hard to even mimic participation. And I have some of that, and some of it just might be I just don't feel good. I've never felt great. And as you get older, things just don't work as well. Maybe I just don't feel well for physical reasons. But anyway, it just doesn't matter. I'm not helping any. This isn't constructive in any way. I just felt like saying something. Just seemed like I had something to say, but I knew I didn't have something to say. It's one of those videos. I mean, you kind of know you feel like you have something to say, but when you think about it, you say, well, I really don't have anything to say. So I kind of knew I wasn't going to have anything to say, but I had the other stuff to say anyway, so I had to get that done anyway. So I did that, right? So it accomplished something. It wasn't a totally useless video. But yeah, you just need something a little bit encouraging. It's like everywhere you look, people are getting more trivial. They're getting sillier and stupider, and even less on the subject. And I don't know. Yeah, You know, it's sort of a face palm, you know. I have to rub my head, like, maybe that'll fix it if I rub my head, you know. But yeah, yep. And the other half of it is you know, you have to deal with the world that exists. So I can't wish that problem away. I have to somehow. yeah, I have to raise through my fingers, and I control people, Svengali them or something. But yeah, I have to do something. Just don't know what it is. And I've been not doing it for 5 years, so I ought to figure that that's not a very good record. So since I've been talking about it for 5 years, maybe I ought to actually do something about it. So I have to change my approach, because this approach isn't working. Just waiting for the magic unicorn to show up and fix it isn't working. I mean, I didn't think that's what I was doing, but apparently, well, I'm totally frozen. I guess all you get is 15 minutes, and then you're done. Yep, probably, or something. It's totally froze. Totally dead. Totally fucked. Fuck you, YouTube. You suck. Totally fucked my browser. Doom, 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 doom. I don't know what to disconnect. See if I disconnect. No, I can't disconnect anything. I can't do a fucking thing. The whole fucking computer's fucked. Strange. Didn't think I was resource hogging anywhere. Hit the escape key. Hope for a miracle. No miracles. So, what do we do? I don't know. You have a plan? I don't have a plan. It's dead. Everything's just frozen. Frozen, frozen, frozen. Nothing happened. The computer should be doing better than that. Alright, well, we'll disconnect the webcam first. See what that does.